What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Beautiful night here in Brentwood, Tennessee. Thought I'd take the camera out here and discuss with you part of my blood work. Now, this isn't all of my blood work, but I promise you, I will be explaining certain parts of everything I ran at the lab. Now, as a person who gives out fitness advice, as a person who gives out health advice ranging from anything to cardiovascular health, to getting huge, getting swole while staying healthy, to my advocacy for HRT or TRT, which is hormone replacement therapy or testosterone replacement therapy when necessary, when you have inadequate or declining levels due to age or many other issues, right? So I feel that everybody should be transparent when they give advice. I'm not one of those do as I say, not as I do type guys. I'm one of those let's lead from the front. And hopefully by me trying to optimize my health and being transparent about how I am staying or how I'm getting healthier, I can make it better. Now, the last notable time an influencer put his blood work out was Dr. Sean Baker of the carnivore diet fame. And to be dead honest with you, his blood work was absolute shit. His LDL was through the roof. His testosterone was in the tank. But he went on to explain that LDL doesn't matter, which there's a lot of scientists and heart experts who will vehemently disagree with that. Also saying that his testosterone can be low because his body uses more of it because he's healthier. Although I didn't see a free test, which would have pretty much explained that. But nonetheless, hey, he's selling carnivore books, no hate here. I'm just saying that I am not going to explain my blood work in a way in shitting on the medical profession. This isn't the time nor place. We are given what is normal parameters to work within. Now, obviously, I'm going to explain to you when that can vary, but I do believe, and this is something that I mean from the bottom of my heart, that as bodybuilders, as athletes, or simply as people who want to live as long and as prosperous and as optimal as possible, that we should aim to have it in the normal range. Because if you're doing extra normal shit, if you're performing at a high level, if you're lifting a ton of weights, if you're competing, if you're an athlete, even if you're playing adult softball or going bowling, we want to make sure that everything is within normal range. With that said, today I'm going to discuss my comprehensive metabolic panel. You can see everything right there. I'll go ahead and I'll screenshot it on the screen. Diagnosis, it was my routine physical that I do annually by my doctor, Dr. Michael Olive. It was done on September 29th of 2022. My sample was collected fasted on 9/29/2022 at 8:31 a.m. It was fasted. Okay. With that being said, let's go over some blood results, some test results that I feel you guys should look at, what I want you to look for. Now, I'm not going to define every single one of them, just the ones that I feel are the most important. Other than that, I'll just tell you my numbers. So glucose is a very, very important test, the fasting glucose. If it's too high, that can mean some bad issues with potential diabetes. If it's too low, that can mean some other issues. It's not good. The range that they want is between 74 and 109. Mine came out at 95, right there. So I'm going to post this up as well. I don't have it with me, but I believe my fasted insulin levels were, I believe, 1.6, and I don't have it with me. Now, insulin is another measurement where insulin is not only the storage hormone, but it's also a hormone that controls hunger, appetite, also a lot of inflammation. Is connected to high or abnormal insulin levels. So you want to keep that lower. Mine is low, which means my insulin is in a great spot. Okay, so glucose, insulin, good. BUN, blood urea nitrogen. Basically, if your body is intaking too much nitrogen that it cannot process correctly, that you pee it out or it goes in your bloodstream and it's nitrogen. So basically it's extra nitrogen floating around in your blood. The normal range is 6 to 23. I have had mine tested in the high range, in the 30 range, to the point where my doctor referred me to a nephrologist. A nephrologist is a kidney doctor. He told me to stop eating so much protein. So 6 to 23, I'd expect mine to be high, but actually it's within normal range. It's 21. It's high normal, but seeing that I eat 1 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, that means my kidneys are processing the protein that I am consuming. Very good. It means my kidneys are functioning. Another measure is something that people get twisted a lot, is creatinine. Now, creatinine is a byproduct of not only muscle metabolism, but it's a byproduct of intaking creatine. So if you're taking in a lot of creatine, your creatinine is going to be high. The normal range is 0.7 to 1.2. Mine is right at the top, 1.19. And I will take upwards of 10 grams of creatine a day, because sometimes I'll take 2 servings of pre-workout if I train twice a day, which happens once in a while. And I at least take 5 grams a day. Very happy to see that normal. Very, very, very happy to see that normal. My NA was 139, normal is 136 to 135. My K is 4.8, normal is 3.6 to 5.4. These are whatevers. I'm just giving you my readings. CL was 102, normal is 98 to 110. CO2, 24, normal is 22 to 31. T-Pro, 7.3, normal is 6.2 to 8.2, all within normal, perfect range. My ALB is 4.8, normal is 4.0 to 5.3 right there. My A to G ratio is 1.9, normal is 1.2 to 2.8, right in the middle. My CA is 10.0, normal is 8.9 to 10.5. My T-Billy is 0.7, normal is 0.0 to 1.2, again, perfect. ALP is 45, normal is 26 to 111, good to go. These are the 2 I really want you to learn about, because these are the ones we look at. Now, you might have read or heard that bodybuilders or athletes have elevated AST and ALT levels. Those are markers of, basically, they're liver markers in the body, but they're also, when you train hard, you release a lot of byproducts. So I've actually had it where I was, believe it or not, I was at my dad died, okay? I went to go see him before he died. I missed it by like 3 hours. Right after that, my doctor calls me. I'm messed up, man. My dad died, right? Turns out my AST, ALT were in the 70s and 80s. In fact, they were high. So the normal AST is 3 to 47. Mine's 31. I'm going to explain to you why this is so awesome. My ALT is 31 as well. Normal is 5 to 41. Here's why this is awesome. I was in literally a spree where I trained every day for 21 straight days. And I trained hard the day before, to the point where I was sore. Body's releasing all kinds of nasty things. Yet there I am. Perfect liver enzymes. I'm going to explain why I think they're perfect. Take it for what it's worth. The rest of it, CGRM, 59, all within normal. Everything's normal, right? Like, I'll post it. You guys can go look it up online. Here it is right here. So let me talk to you about bilirubin. That was the 0.7 one, right? When I was 19, I went and I got blood work. And my bilirubin was high. So high that my doctor had me go and get an ultrasound on my liver to make sure that everything was in working order. I didn't have any cancer or anything. So at that point, I always had high bilirubin levels. My liver enzymes were always at least in the 50s or 60s. To the point where my doctors were telling me I'm on drugs. Even when I was natural, they were telling me I was on drugs because my liver enzymes were so high. They'd ask me, I didn't say, they were like, are you sure you're not on? I'm like, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And so this is the game changer. And I mean this, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, this is why my liver enzymes and this is why all my kidney markers are perfect, in my opinion. This is not a medical claim. I am not a doctor. Talk to your doctor, clear everything with your doctor. But up until the age of 37, when we launched this, no, 38, 4 years ago, dude, my levels were always messed up. Then we came out with Ambrosia Nectar. And this is mainly to tell you about my blood work, but I have to tell everyone. My daughter trains harder than anyone I've ever met. She's 16 years old. You might know her. Follow her on Instagram, Cami Lobliner, K-A-M-I, my last name, Lobliner. Her liver enzymes should be through the roof. She takes nectar every day. All of my kids take nectar. My wife, who's always had high liver enzymes because she trains with me usually. She trains hard. Okay? She might look like a suburban soccer mom, but my wife can keep up with me rep for rep, set for set. Ambrosia Nectar, I kid you not, and I mean this, I swear on everything sacred. I swear on my family. I swear on everything that is in my deep belief that this is the greatest creation ever for overall health and organ health. It has 13 ingredients, things for your liver, like silymarin from milk thistle, those kind of things that just put you into such a healthy state. And you can look up all the ingredients, look up all the research on it, but it is honestly one of the greatest things where, look, I'll be real. Like, if I had to buy supplements and I was only allowed, and you can look online. I've said that if somebody asks me for one supplement to take, no matter what their goal, I always tell them to take nectar. Always tell them to take nectar. If there's one thing you buy from me, one thing, forget the bars, forget the whey. Those are food. Those are food. You can eat food. They're tasty. They're delicious. They're high quality of food. Immortal's an amazing vitamin pack, but you get vitamins, right? You can't get nectar anywhere but nectar. It is insane. And when my doctor called me on Friday with this blood work, he put it in the mail. This is actually mailed in because HIPAA laws. He's not allowed to email this to me. It was mailed. That's why I just got home from vacation. I'm sitting outside while my kids are in the house making noise so I could tell you about this. I'm that excited. I did not expect, and I put my body through shit this year, guys. Like this year, man, I was prepping. I was literally in fight camp from February. I literally spent all year getting ready for a tournament in August in 2021 in fight camp. In July, I decided to stop that and go back to bodybuilding. I won the Knox Classic in August. I placed third at North Americans about 4 weeks later. Then I got my pro card at Masters USA in December of 2021. 2022, I hit the ground running. I wanted to do the Chicago Pro. Things happened. I ended up getting some carcinoma on my chest. I had to get cut out. Did that. And then I was training so hard. I was under a lot of stress due to an acquisition of one of my companies, which was awesome because my new partners are amazing. And long story short, I was so stressed, so overworked, I got rhabdo. So not only are my levels normal, but my kidneys were literally in a state of near failure before. And here I am with this blood work. So I'm going to go over every bit of my blood work in as much detail as possible, give you personal anecdote. My next one I'll go over will be my lipid profiles, which are very important. I'll explain to you why. I'll explain to you what I take to keep those normal. But guys, another thing about liver and kidney, dehydration. So the reason I got rhabdo was stress, systemic, environmental, as well as the prep, which was really hard, really strenuous, dehydration. We were in Charleston, South Carolina on a vacation. Seems like I'm on vacation a lot. It's been a good year. And I just got dehydrated. My kidneys, between the training for the show, my kids and I would get up at 5 a.m., go to the gym, and then we spend all day kayaking and walking on the beach and through the city. Actually, I had rhabdo. I had to drop the show. Now that I looked at my levels, I realized, maybe that retirement from bodybuilding was premature. I don't know. But I'm healthy as an ox. And if I can maintain this health and my body's looking better than ever and come back on stage and do something I love to do, which is kick ass and take names, kick my own ass, because I'm not beating Nathan Epler. I'm not beating Keon. But I'll put up a fight. I'll put up a damn good fight, and I'll beat a lot of people, just not those guys. Man, I'm just excited, guys. I hope you guys are excited like me. Life is good. You just got to take control of yourself, man. Make sure to stay hydrated. That's what I was saying. So every morning I wake up. Here's what I drink every morning. I put two tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, okay? I just like it. Has some health benefits, maybe. I put a scoop of nectar and a scoop of Ambrosia Mental Jewels. I put it in a 32-ounce shaker cup. I drink all my pills down with it. Every morning, start the day hydrated. Make sure to get your electrolytes. Hydration is the key to kidney and liver health as well. Okay? Be healthy, be strong, unfat yourself. Being fat is the worst thing you could do for your health. Probably worse than smoking at this point. Okay, guys? Love y'all. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell, and remember, that's not a game. Training intensity is everything. If you want to build muscle, if you want to get better, if you want to go hard, you need to train intense. A lot of pre-workouts, they get you intense. But then what happens? You crash. A lot of pre-workouts, they give you the pump, but then what happens? It wears off. A lot of pre-workouts, they'll give you all that stuff, but it doesn't add to your endurance. I want to be able to lift heavy. I want to be able to feel the pump. I want veins bulging from every single part of my body. I want to lift heavier weights every single time. I want to run farther. I want to run faster. I want to push harder, and I want to get bigger, stronger, and faster. And that's why I created Clash 3D. This pre-workout is next level, featuring 3D Pump, Vasodrive AP, and a lot of other epic ingredients. Guys, this is the pre-workout that you need to take your workouts and your performance and your physique to the next level. Oh.